Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Your Honor. Let me backtrack a little bit, Your Honor, on the submission of the projects that we submitted to the Office of the President. See, as directed by the President during his SONA, he directed actually the Department of Public Works and Highways to submit at the earliest possible time the list of completed projects, flood control projects from July of 2022 up to May of 2025. So with that, we had very little time actually to go through all the data. And on August 4 of 2025, we submitted the list of projects numbering, I think, about 9,856. 9,856, but there was a correction of one project, so it became 9,855 projects. Truth of the matter is, because of the time constraint that we have to submit, I instructed the late Undersecretary Cabral to collate the information that we need to submit to the Office of the President. And because the Planning Service has a record of projects that had been completed already, Mr. Chair, under the MIPS, this is what has been deliberated on. This is the multi-year program scheduling. And MIPS coordinates, for that matter, Mr. Chairman, is actually a locational MIPS. It's only a locational MIPS. There is a difference between a locational MIPS and a coordinate of what as stake. The as-stake as-stake coordinates is the basis for the contract. Depending on the situation on field,
ito yung linear distance, sinasabi ninyo.
The as-stake, yes, that is already the coordinates for the contract in itself, Mr. Chair. But nevertheless, what we are saying is actually, aside from coordinates that we are talking about, there are many informations that we have already also submitted to the Office of the President with regard to the projects that we have submitted. We have submitted where the project is, which agency or district. In fact, Mr. Chair, when we submitted this in August 4 of 2024, I know that there has been some differences between the MIPS coordinates and the as-stake plans, and therefore, immediately after we submitted it to the Office of the President, I immediately sent validation teams actually for the purpose of getting present absent status of the 9,855 projects. And in a week's time, there were reports already that were coming to my office, to the office. And it is only where, it is only in Region 3 that furnished me a copy of possible potential ghost projects. And well, true enough that when I received this report, there are no other, by the way, Mr. Chair, there were no other regions that furnished me a or informed me of any other ghost project at that time. So right then and there, I went to validate myself actually where these ghost projects are in Bulacan First Engineering District, so to speak. And true enough, I collaboration with members of the officials of that district and the regions, I found out that there had been some ghost projects in that area. And immediately, Mr. Chair, after my validation, I went to the President, and I was the one who personally reported to him actually the potential ghost projects at that time. Let me also clarify, Mr. Chair, that my statement to the President is that I hope, Mr. President, that this is an isolated case because there has not been any other report that reached me, including in Bulacan area, where there are 3 engineering districts. And if it would have been a pattern actually in that district, then you can imagine there's only one that has reported presence of ghost projects. And so the President told me to start investigating the ghost projects. Immediately thereafter, Mr. Chair, I relieved all the personnel of Bulacan First Engineering District, and we started to undertake the investigations. But thereafter, during the investigations, including COA and everything, then I resigned in September 1. Your Honor, so that's the whole story. So there is actually a difference between MIPS coordinates and as-stake plan coordinates, Mr. Chair. Admittedly, I think, if I remember right, I also discussed this a little bit with the President when I reported actually where the ghost projects are. Because I think what has been submitted are coordinates of already completed projects before. So there are some differences, Mr. Chair.
We'll now proceed to the priority list based on the order of arrival of the members of the committee. Let's start with Senator Erwin Tulfo, followed by the Senate President, then Senator Risa Ontiveros, Senator Marcoleta, Senator Ejercito, Senator Gatchalian. Kasi hindi naman tayo masyado marami, we'll give you 15 minutes each.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just like to direct my question to former Secretary Bonoan. Nung kausap niyo ho ang Pangulo, nung pinabigyan, hiningan po kayo ng report about sa ghost project, natunugan niyo na ho na may mga problema na ganito po, yung mga coordinates, or wala kayong idea because you relied only on the information submitted to you by the district's engineers and regional directors. Then that's the report that you gave to the President. Kaya inanunsyo ng Pangulo na napakarami mga ghost project. Is this correct?
Your Honor, Mr. Chair, of course, I relied on the data that was generated by our people in the department, especially the office of the late Undersecretary Cathy Cabral, especially the initial, the submitted data are actually from the consolidated data by the late Undersecretary Cabral. So, nandun po yung mga MIPS data. And I think, ang ano lang na Presidente nung nag-usap kami is actually the only potential ghost projects that I reported to him are those projects that were reported to me dito sa may Bulacan First Engineering District. Wala na pong iba.
Have you informed the President na magkaiba yung MIPS coordinates at saka dun sa actual coordinates? Did you explain it to him?
Yes, I think in our conversations, I told the President that some of these are locational, the MIPS are locational coordinates. But there is actually what we have as-stake coordinates, which is the basis of the contract in itself. But having said that, I assured that the President that it's still in the same area, yung yung project na yan. It's still in the same area. It cannot be in any other area, Mr. Chair. Because yung gagawin na yung kontrata, I think depende depende doon sa situation on the field that would warrant on the technical assessment on the field. This is where they're going to put up the as-stake project.
All right, thank you, former Secretary Bonoan. Let me go now to Yusek Bisnar. Yusek Bisnar, when you found out na meron po mga ganitong mga inconsistencies, meron pong problema tayo sa mga coordinates, na-inform po ba ang palasyo na, Mr. President, na-inform po ba ang Secretary Vince Dizon na may problema po tayo, na may mga ghost project, na hindi naman talaga ghost, pero nagawa naman pala, nasa ibang lugar lang. Were they informed, the Secretary and the President?
Si Secretary po na informed na, and pina-finalize lang po yung report para po mapadala sa PMS and para po makorek yung sumbong sa Pangulo website, Your Honor.
Ilan po sa tingin ninyo right now ang ika nga na wrong ang naibigay na coordinates? Kasi, Mr. Undersecretary, ang dami pong kinasuhan, ang dami pong contractor, ang dami pong mga opisyal ng Public Works and Highways na kinasuhan, kung ginawa naman po ang project, yun po yung tanong natin. It's kind of unfair saying na ghost itong project. Lahat tuloy ng buong Pilipinas, ang tingin tuloy lahat ng projects ng DPWH last year are ghost projects. And when in fact, nandiyan naman pala, nagkamali lang ng ika nga pwesto. Dito pala sinasabi, wala dito, yung pala 1.2 kilometers o 1.9 kilometers, nandoon pala yung actual project. Na ano ang action ang ginawa ho ninyo? Ano, to rectify this? Hindi po maliit na problema ito, malaking problema po ito. Mr. Undersecretary, marami ho nakakulong ngayon. May mga ngayon pinapasampina, katakot-takot na sampinang inisyo ngayon ng Department of Justice para sagutin ng mga taong ito. What have you done so far?
Can I
Go
answer
ahead,
po?
Yusek Bernabe.
Mr. Chair, just to set the record straight po, no, yun pong mga naging subject of cases pending na before the Ombudsman or Sandigan Bayan, ito po ay talagang mga ghost projects po. So aside from the issue na meron nga po mga wrong coordinates, meron pa rin po talagang ghost projects.
So, are you telling me, is this the reason why, bakit nadidelay tayo? Dahil ito ba ang reason na dinodouble check ninyo? Kaya
To validate all these sites po, to ensure na kapag po may kakasuhan for ghost, talaga pong ghost project.
you said 421, di ba? Ilan libo po yung nabanggit na Pangulo na sa report niya, ang ghost project. Are you saying itong 421 pala na validate ninyo na correctly na talagang ghost?
Mr. Chair, yes po. Ito po yung listahan ng ICI. ICI po kasi talaga yung may initiative on this, and we are just rendering them technical support po. Pero po yung 421 pa due po of course to limited manpower. Yun po ang kanila munang inuuna. And then afterwards po, they will expand further doon po sa ibang mga suspected
So
ghosts.
ongoing po ang inyong pag-check ngayon, pag-validate kung talagang ghost or ika nga nasa ibang pwesto lang, nasa ibang lugar lang na ilagay yung project or ilang meters ang layo or ilang kilometro ang layo doon sa MIPS sa coordinates.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Ilan pa po ang i-validate ho natin?
We will defer po to the ICI to give us po yung schedule and to render the final report. But as we speak po, I understand that the 421 malapit na pong ma-finalize yung first batch po na yun.
All right, thank you.